There's really three things that it recognises about the fund. The first one is really the Fidelity resources, 150 analysts around the world, more than 100 portfolio managers, and that is a very significant resource base. It's a great discipline within the system to publish and to share, which leads me to the second point, which is all about the collaboration piece. There's 150 analysts and 100 PMs sharing information on 24/7, real-time basis and on a global basis every minute of the day. And that is really, a huge part of my success. And the other part of it is that filters into my own process, which is a very risk-controlled process, which I call quality, momentum, transition, and value. And that really is a risk-controlled process. It's self-aware. It distills all that information from the analysts and the PMs that I engage with on a regular basis. And they're really the three things that really make up, the sort of excitement and happiness that I feel when I think about winning that award for the second year in a row. So the process really has two layers. The first layer is really the bottom-up process, which I call viability, sustainability, and credibility. And this is about returns, about duration, and about the credibility of the accounts management and your ability to trust yourself to make judgments about sustainability and the viability. So that's from the bottom up. When you push that up into the portfolio construction, it becomes 4 quadrants, which is quality, momentum, transition, and value. And that is a very risk-aware and self-aware process. So your quality is your love quadrant, your momentum is your sort of hot cyclicals or your consensus trades, transition is really your no man's land, and value is really your neglected environment. And these are definitely 4 environments, and they give you a very clear signal about where the return will come from, but where the risks come from. And that is the real key. It's all about risk and return for me, it's all about sustainability, and it's all about self-awareness. And that QMTV process really keeps me in balance. So small caps, there's a really, really large dispersion of returns. You've got those sort of the bankruptcies and the sort of lower quality companies and the heavy deep cyclicals that go through huge cycles in earnings, and they're quite risky. Then you've got your really wonderful companies, your really beautiful, what I call multi-baggers, your companies that go up 10 times or 100 times over a 10 or 15 year period, such as Cochlear, CSL, and realestate.com.au. And you've got these huge dispersion in returns. Overall, it's a really great opportunity set to look through. And what still excites me finding those future leaders is obviously the core excitement, but it's the ultimate. If you can manage finding those future leaders and still managing between that very high risk, medium risk, and low risk, high return businesses, then you can deliver that 12, 13% return for your clients. And if you can compound that for a 5-year period, then you're basically doubling your clients' money every 5 or 6 years. And that for me in the world is a really great outcome for an investment product, but it's just a great outcome for the client. So 2019 is starting off very volatile world. There's a lot of uncertainty in the world, macro concerns, global debt concerns, and certainly locally housing and construction is coming off. So there's a lot of concern out there, and I think when there is concern, you need to be thinking about long duration investments. And my long duration investment options are really up in that quality and the value quadrant, and that is really where I have the most significant positions, and that is really where I'm focused on at the moment. So there is a lot of high quality businesses in healthcare, tech, or in global consumer, and then there's value names such as REITs or gold or sort of more boring businesses such as traditional media that have very high cash flows, high cash flow yields, but they have very long duration businesses. So I've certainly gone along the duration curve to quality and value, but still a very balanced portfolio right across the spectrum of quality, momentum, transition, and value. And that's how the process works. And that's what it will be for 2019, a very balanced approach, but a skew towards quality and value.